Now, let's discuss further. We have with us Interior Undersecretary Epimaco Densing. He's joining us live via StreamYard. Usec Densing, we were talking about a uniform curfew. This is something that you're asking Metro Manila mayors to consider. How realistic is that? And what's the feedback from our mayors?
Hi, Robbie. Good evening. Well, no feedback yet. They are still in the process of scheduling meetings amongst the members of the Metro Manila Council. Right now, a number of our local government units in Metro Manila have started to increase the hours of their curfew. And that's the reason why we asked them if ever they're going to increase the hours of their curfew, if they can do it uniformly because they are adjacent local government units. It's hard if one curfew is at 10 o'clock, the other one is at 12 midnight. So just to make sure that it's uniform, at least within Metro Manila.
Hey, sir, what about travel protocols? I mean, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about uniform travel protocols throughout the country, not just NCR. The tone over the past 2 weeks really perceptibly, palpably shifted. 2 weeks ago, everybody was talking about opening up. Now we're looking at the projections of 6,000 cases a day if things do not improve. Yung pong usapin tungkol sa uniform travel protocols, does that stand?
It stands, no? Even our health officials are very clear that it's not really the movement of people right now, but the practice of the minimum public health protocols. And again, I repeat, it's the wearing of face mask, face shield, social distancing, and regular sanitizing of the hands. Because again, experts have already told us, our resident epidemiologists and health officials, it's really the way to prevent the spread of the disease or the virus. It's really the strict practice of the minimum public health protocols, even with the new variant. And this was the reason. This was one part of the reminders that our health officials gave our mayors from the Metro Manila Council to ensure strict practice of the minimum public health standards. And we at the DILGs already issued a memorandum to all of our local government units to pass local ordinances that will penalize people moving out of their homes that are not practicing minimum public health standards. It's either you go to jail for a few days, a fine, or most probably a community work or community service.
Okay, Usec, every time we talk about minimum health protocols, best practices, we're all focusing on the individuals. Nobody is discounting that and nobody is denying that na malaki ang control ng bawat isa sa sarili nilang seguridad, no? Sa sarili nilang kalusugan. But what about on the level of government? What is government reconsidering, if at all, particularly with this whole debate about reopening further or continuing this reopening of the economy? Is government, beyond the question of what individuals should be doing, should government be reconsidering the entire push or at least the level of aggressiveness to reopen the economy?
Well, again, the containment strategies of the spread of virus is already there. And what is important right now on the part of government is to ensure that we have a healthy healthcare system, no? And that's what we're monitoring right now. And I think 4 of the LGUs here in Metro Manila are reaching the critical level or high level of their healthcare system. That's what we're trying to address right now. Kasi importante ngayon, the reason why we had to lock down before to contain the disease because our healthcare system was not ready. But right now, we all know what to do. We know the need to increase the bed capacities for COVID-19, including isolation and quarantine areas. And this is the reason why we know what to do right now. And I think the slow opening of the economy will still be a policy that we are going to look at in the next few weeks until and unless the infections reach a level during the lockdown of around 6,000 to 7,000 infections a day. And the healthcare system will not be able to address that level of infections. Maybe we will be considering a much stricter way of controlling and containing the virus.
DILG Interior Undersecretary Epimaco Densing, maraming salamat po.